Right, welcome along to Little Steps to Epic Month. I'm chatting with Andrea Marsh. Andrea, do you want to just tell us a little bit about what you do, and then we will talk about little steps?
Yeah, hi, I'm Andrea Marsh. I'm a shiatsu and Chinese medicine practitioner, and my mission this year is to inspire you to have a positive and healthy menopause, and I do this mainly with natural solutions.
Awesome. So this month we're looking at little steps to epic, those little things we can do rather than it's kind of the opposite of New Year, New You, where people go through and seem to think somehow because it's January they can change everything in their life and it will stick. And actually we know that huge changes don't stick.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I do like about January, and I never thought I was going to quote EastEnders as part of the menopause, but it was something that was said, I think, Christmas week in one of the episodes. New Year's like a cosmic reset. And I do like that idea. You know, I'm a Chinese medicine practitioner, so we very much believe in, energies changing throughout the year. So I think the new year in that respect is a chance to wipe the slate clean and go, do you know what? It's new year, it's new projects, and anything can happen, and you can use it to let go of stuff that you've had going on last year. And the last quarter of the year is very melancholy, which means you can be thinking about stuff, going back over stuff, holding on to stuff. So I do feel like a new year energy is to release all of that and freshen up. But of course, what it's taken as a lot of the time is, right, now you've got to start a boot camp. Now you've got to do dry January and all of these things. And they're all very challenging to the energy at this time of the year because we are in the energy of hibernation and stillness. So technically what we should be doing right now is in the Northern Hemisphere. Of course, if you're watching this in the Southern Hemisphere, it's flipped on its head because you're just in summer at the moment. But in the Northern Hemisphere, every other sensible animal has eaten its body weight and is now curled up for a month or so.
Which sounds lovely.
It does. So I say to women, obviously for those women that have got jobs, they've still got to go to those jobs every day. But that doesn't mean you come home and almost plan to do nothing, to be busy doing nothing. To rest is not a waste of time. To rest is to rejuvenate your body. So right now for January, it isn't about hitting the gym and trying to eat only healthy foods. I mean, obviously to eat healthy foods is good, but I've just been and bought crumpets. Yeah. Because I thought, I just need a crumpet every afternoon. And that's okay. I'm going to do that for the rest of January. That's okay. But these aren't the small steps that we're necessarily talking about. These are more the self-care, it's okay to type things. But small steps, I was thinking, sorry if you can see the sun, I'll just talk as though you can see me okay. Small steps, I was thinking about my, you use the word journey, but my time transitioning through the menopause. And all my steps were small. And all my steps took place over a long time because I was learning as I go. I'm just going to give me a bit. I was learning as I go. So my small steps were tiny. A small step for me was adding in magnesium 1 January because I'd researched it. And that's probably one of the main things I see in the group is what can I take for my cramps or to help me sleep or something. So, magnesium, just adding that into your diet is an incredibly small step, but can have massive, massive results and benefits. And even if you don't think the magnesium is having an effect, believe me, it is, because it's all part of body chemistry. So my small steps, though my very first small step actually felt like a giant leap. My first small step was when I found out I was menopausal. And I say menopausal because I'd never heard of the word perimenopause, which is actually what I was. And when I went, oh my gosh, there is a reason for me feeling all these horrible things, low moods, crying, anxiety, the list goes on, all of those stuff that you think's in your head, but actually is actually body chemistry going wonky. To find out I was menopausal, that first step was relief. And for me, that was a big, big part of my journey. And I would love women to be more positive about finding out they're peri or menopausal. And what I see a lot of the time is a lot of distress finding out that they're that. But actually, the distress, I think, comes with because you're feeling absolutely rubbish and you don't know what to do about it. But I say once you know you're something, then you can start researching and looking for it and going,
Absolutely.
I have this, what do I do now?
I agree completely, because I had about 3.5 years of this uphill struggle trying to understand what on earth was going on, why I didn't feel like me. So the day I finally got the word perimenopausal,
Yeah.
it was like a celebration day. It was a word. It was a real thing. I wasn't some hypochondriac, or I didn't have some horrific illness, or, you know, and that was actually huge for me.
Yeah, I was the same. I was relieved I wasn't depressed, because if I'd gone to the doctors that day with the list of these symptoms, I would have been offered antidepressants, no two ways about it. And I'm passionate about women saying no to antidepressants, because you know, all my small steps have added up to, and this is over 4 or 5 years, because, you know, I've been researching it all, but I obviously help women a little quicker. But it's things have gone wrong in your body chemistry, partly health, and partly menopausal or hormonal change rather. And it's a lot of little things that were starting to go wrong over time, and then they all add up to a big thing, which is you actually acknowledging that you feel crap. But then you can start reversing it by doing all the little things. So I did mention magnesium, and I'm going to mention multivitamins. And what all these kind of supplements do is they start chipping away at your symptoms, because your symptoms have some basic root causes. And that's how I help women alleviate the symptoms, by saying, right, all of these symptoms group and tell us this is wrong in your body. And the body is incredibly forgiving. That's the one thing I've learned as a shiatsu practitioner over the last 20 odd years, is just how much abuse our body takes. And we are still living and breathing, believe me. So now's the time to start saying thank you to your body. So of course the hormonal stress comes along, and it's the straw that broke the camel's back, really. Everything your body had just been managing to do, then the hormones start to flip, and your body's going no more. And all these symptoms, they are your body crying out for help. And the help you can give they're tiny little things. It's like, I had a conversation last week, and I said, could you add some more vegetables into your diet? A vegetable a day. The look of mortification on her face, and I was like, that's your body would love that. And I know not everybody wants to do supplements. That's okay. You can try it with food, but meet it halfway and give it a vegetable.
Yes, and give it more water and give it some movement.
Yeah, right kind of movement. And again, so it's not about this January boot camp, spin classes, etc. I say, what about putting on the radio and dancing around the kitchen? You know, there's the half-hour kind of dance thing on Radio 2 between 6:30 and 7. You know, there's an opportunity to have a dance around your kitchen, and especially whilst you're making dinner. And if you're thinking, I haven't got the energy, it's amazing that if a good track comes on the radio, how that can be. And just 3 minutes of random movement, because actually it's the random movement that helps energy that's stuck in your body. So if you might be a bit achy, you know, hips, shoulders, things achy, they're better for a bit of movement. So that's, you know, just a good 3 minute pop song on the radio once a day.
Yeah,
that'll help your mind as well.
Absolutely. And it does. And it, you know, I was talking to Tanya, one of the other experts, about this the other day, that with music, we don't judge ourselves for the sort of music we want each day, whereas we add judgment to whether if we don't want to exercise correctly, or if we want to eat bad food. I'm putting these things in inverted commas, understandably. But with music, we don't go, oh goodness, I'm such a failure because I want to listen to Wham today. We just go, oh, it seems I need an uplift. I'll listen to Club Tropicana, and now I feel happier.
Yeah. And I used to work in radio, so maybe I just there's something about radio I like. I feel like sometimes there's even an effort choosing an album to put on for exactly that reason. So I'm like, what do I want to listen to? It's too much. You put the radio on, and then you
get it for you. It's brilliant.
But then you know what the magic will be is pop music will pop up, and then you go pop music, and then 3 minutes later you got a big smile on your face because a great tune has popped up and it surprised you and it's made you happy. There's certain songs that come on the radio, and how can you not be happy when that song is playing?
So true, so true. I mean, I'm like you. I'm a huge. I put the radio on as soon as I wake up, and I don't switch it off until the evening. So, and because exactly that thing, I want the randomness of not knowing what song's going to come next.
Yeah, and actually, it raises the energy. So, if you're a person that feels lower, then radio is a great thing. There's a reason why radio endures, because it's company as well. But if you're a person with quite high frenetic scattered energy and you can't concentrate, then probably less radio, maybe more. I tell you what I use to really focus my mind, free on YouTube, some sound healing, which just runs some really soothing sounds. And if I put that sound healing on, I almost go into a zone. So it's really good to put on when you're writing a blog, or you just need focus, because you've gone from the hectic craziness and raising your energy of radio to just like almost that calm where you just, and you really become quite still. So it's another little thing you can do if you need to concentrate. And I think those sound healing things are about 90 minutes, 2 hours. You can get a lot done in that time if you've I'll just do one thing, and this sound just focuses your mind to do that one thing.
Amazing. Cool. Well, I feel like we've covered off some good stuff there. Thank you very much, Andrea.
I could go into so much, but I think what I'll just summarize with is this is what I show women when I work with women, is it's a lot of small things. And my book does the same. Quick book plug.
Go for it. I haven't got it to hand.
Standing Up Menopause, available on Amazon.
No, I haven't.
It is a book of tiny changes, and as you add in all these little changes, they do really knock off some of the big symptoms. So I think and there's that classic graphic, isn't it? A little person stood at the bottom of this great big step, and at the top of the step is like healthy, happy, positive, perfect menopause, and you're stuck down here like looking up at it. But actually what you want to see is lots of tiny little stairs.
Yeah.
Walking above.
Better yet, nice cable car.
Well, do you know what the cable car is? The cable car is putting your body in the hands of an expert.
It's totally. Yes. Yes, because if you rely on the staircase that is there, or the sort of the trodden path, you are going to take some wrong turns. But as you say, if you go and just join the cable car by working with a professional, then you'll get to the top much more quickly and much smoother.
Yes, they take the thinking out of it.
We're analogy-tastic today.
I like it, analogy-tastic. Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Andrea.
You're welcome. See you again.